And now you're hounding me because I've done a video. And you're the freaking news anchor around here. You're the guy.
Yeah.
I don't care. Come on. Why don't you tell them how you feel? Piss me off. You done? Man, can you cover that tank? Done gone made me mad. Cover that tank. You go on and get the cancer right off the bat. Y'all are all familiar with my 90 model G30. It has a built 434 small block alcohol injected.
Wrong.
No, this is 34. This is the van that I got to replace Timothy, and ever since then I have not been happy. My theory was, if y'all go back and look at our other builds, I built a van called Big Boy. It was just like this. It was extended G30. I lifted it up 6 inches with 37s on it, loved it, but I couldn't stand up in it. So then we got Timothy, and did the same thing, 37s, lifted it up 6 inches, could stand up in it, but I lost the room inside. So sold Timothy, got this van with the intentions of doing the exact same thing, but putting a raised roof on it. And after driving it, it's a good van, I love it, I love the idea of that, but it's going to be too much work and too much time to put the roof on it. And Michelle and I look back, and after thinking about it, I really miss Timothy. I want to build another van exactly like Timothy. It's easier to get in and out of places because of the shorter distance, and we can get by with the room, you know. So we've decided we're going to take this van and make it the swim shop, like company van. We're still going to do a 4-wheel drive conversion on it, not going to go quite as high, but also we're going to set it up for towing, so we can start towing vehicles and hauling stuff in it. Plans maybe lettering it up and just make it like the swim shop company van. So right now we're getting ready to put a hitch on it because we're nowhere near ready to put the 4-wheel drive on it. So we're going to put a hitch on it so we can at least start towing the trailer some. We've got to go. It was going to go this week. I don't know if we'll go this week. Maybe next week. And we're getting ready to pick up something that we're getting ready to. Hopefully, if everything goes good, we're going to do a build on. We'll let you know what that is later on. But we're just getting this ready so we can start towing our trailer with it and use it for the company van.
But first things first, going to remove these because our towing package utilizes these bolts and actually this bolt hole here, and also the bolt holes on the bumper. So step uno. That you got?
These are the things that were in the van that we took the hitch off of. And what they do is it goes up inside the frame here, drops down in this hole, and then this is not as wide as is wider than the frame, so when it spins it locks so the bolt don't spin. I got them out with a magnet through this hole, so I guess we got to figure out how to fish them down through there.
Lord.
And I've got an idea.
Okay. Well, I was outside helping Ivan with something. But for the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory, correct?
Well, it was not fun getting those bolts dropped down.
Yeah, without that being the only exception.
It was probably good there was no recording going.
Got it. You said you're gonna put Loctite on the nuts there? All right.
Just for safety measure.
And like you were saying, you had to fish that through the frame with that little plate that you showed us.
Yeah, the plate had to get the plate dropped down in there first. Then get the bolt dropped down through the plate and the frame. All going through this hole here to make it drop in down there. And that's the only access point.
Huh. Yeah, it's probably good I was not here filming.
Yeah.
Are we gonna
Things like
put?
stuff like that? You usually get it done, but it's a rough road getting there.
We're gonna put grade 8 bolts in the bumper.
Nah, I'm gonna put back the original
Carriage bolts.
custom out carriage bolts.
All right.
They probably are grade 8.
Oh, really? Okay.
Probably.
I'm going in a little sideways.
Yes.
It'd be fine.
Just as long as it goes, that's what you're looking for. I'll do like
Leonard.
we'll do like most people do before we get the stuff. They'll just cross thread it and say, "We'll let the next guy worry about it." And we're usually the next guy.
Yeah. She's tight. All right.
Look at that.
Shoot. Supposed to have it.
Well, my fingers are fat. So you're supposed to have it a finger right under your tag plate. Well done. Where'd you get that at?
Huh?
Where'd you get that measurement from?
I just
pulled it out.
All right.
Yep. All right, like we said, we're turning the van into a tow rig, company rig vehicle. So we got the hitch on it yesterday. I mounted I made a plate and mounted the 7-pin plug. And now I'm just wiring it up. And a van is a little bit different. The wiring doesn't run under it like it does like on a truck. It runs up inside the van and comes out of the tail light. So I had to drill holes through on each side to run the wires to get to wire up for the parking lights and the turn signals. Now I'm getting ready to wire up the brake controller. So what I've got to do, this will be mounted under the dash, and I've got to run one. I only run one because I'm not going to run the auxiliary. So I'll run one wire from here up into the cab of the van to connect the disc, and then this will go to the brake light switch, and then I think the black one goes to the power on the battery with a 30-amp circuit breaker. And this is just an auxiliary, I think this is an auxiliary backup light or something, but anyway. I'll have to look at the diagram again and figure it out. But anyway, that's what I'm doing here. Get this thing ready because we got to go get a vehicle here. We was going to try to do it this week, but it'll probably be next week. So we're going to try to get our first vehicle on the trailer with
the big van. Yeah, the new shop van.
Tow vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got a lot of good little holes you can run your wires through.
Oh yeah. And that one there's it's kind of smoothed off until that one.
That's the thing about it. You got to be running wires through places like that. What I usually do, if you can't put any kind of drommeter on there, just leave it loose. Give it plenty of play.
Yeah. Or put electrical tape on those places.
Sure.
If you feel so inclined.
Sure. that was one of the reasons that your first van, remember your first conversion van, it kept blowing the fuses for the lights.
Oh
We
yeah.
finally figured out that where the conversion company ran the lights for the running boards had rubbed in. And
Yeah, the guy I bought my van from, it had the running boards on it. And he took them off. When the running boards, it had them running lights, like an 18-wheeler or something you'd see, or tractor trailer. And apparently there was a live wire that he just cut and let loose, and it just flopped around and it would arc. And I would blow a fuse, turn signals wouldn't work, some interior lights wouldn't work. It was connected to all types of stuff. And one day going insane trying to look for it. We come upon it up under there and taped it up, and no more problems. So all right, where's your speaker wire?
no, lamp
Wire, whatever.
Yeah, we made it. So we'll connect those two,
All right.
and we will be in good shape. So what I'll do, get some good cutters. I'll slip these two strands run them together.
Almost like you've jerry-rigged stuff before.
Never.
Yeah.
It's
Always by the book.
By the book. I actually read the electrician's manual before I even started this, and they said this was fine.
Looks good to me.
Does me too. Man, I'll tell you, like I said before, I used to really be concerned about certain stuff until we started racing, and repairs we had to make between rounds and stuff just to get something going. And it did fine. Ran forever.
And some of those fixes stayed like that, didn't they?
We always had intentions of fixing it right. When we got back to the shop, shoot, raced them several more seasons like that.
Well, here, I'll help you get some zip ties in there.
Well, it's just me and Seth down in the shop today. And we're gonna put his transmission back together that's going in his van, because as y'all know, his and Olivia's vans, we never have completely done the conversion on them, making them four-wheel drive. We just, like I said, we wanted to get them looking four-wheel drive so we could show what the kits were about. But Seth's van is gonna be at the show in Charlotte at the Congregation October the 7th. And if you have not seen or know anything about the Congregation, look it up. The Congregation show in Charlotte, October the 7th. You don't even have anything to do, make sure you go. But anyway, Seth's van's going to be in it, so we had decided we are not going to pull his van in there and it not be 100% functional four-wheel drive. So we're getting ready to put his transmission that's going in his van back together so we can get the transfer case in it and make it four-wheel drive. And I don't know, I will probably have to, I've put together transmissions over the years, but it's not something I do every day, so we'll probably have to stop and maybe look at a video or something just so I can be refreshed as far as make sure I get everything back in right. So Olivia's van desperately needed some tires, and we found some on Marketplace, and those were the tires y'all saw us breaking down the other day. And yeah, they were 6-lug wheels that would fit. In fact, they come off a Toyota, which is the same thing as a bolt pattern as a Chevrolet 6-lug, but the back spacing was a little shallow and they're not as wide. But what was happening was this was rubbing on the leaf spring and on the frame and stuff, especially on the back. So the offsets and stuff were just not right. And so yeah, we're having to take her old wheels that fit well and then put them tires on it. Because I don't think we actually ran spacers. No, we do have spacers. That's right. Even with the spacers, the wheels still wanted to come in and hit on the leaf springs and stuff. So that's why we got to change wheels and tires and all that good stuff. Yeah, the tires we're putting on there ain't a ton better than these, but they are better until we get a permanent setup on it.
Yeah. We actually took this thing to lunch, rode it around a little bit. They're gonna ride it around a little more, tighten the lugs back up after driving it. But these tires do a whole lot better than the other ones, and they obviously got some pretty meaty tread on it. The sidewall's a little bit meatier too, so that's cool. But ultimate goal with this van is to re-gear it, and I would love to see 35s on it, but 33s and big highway gears is what we got to deal with right now. But this does good, drives good, looks good, all squared away. They're actually going out of town this weekend for that, so just in time. Got some new tires to go back up to Ivan's house and all that stuff and ride around in Virginia. As y'all hopefully remember, we got the beat wired up to haul the trailer. Also got the other tow package on fully. And this is just, I guess, a test haul. See what this thing does, how it drives, how she goes.
Yeah, we got to make a trip and pick up a van here in a couple days. We just put the new tires on the trailer and done a couple of things. Got the hitch on the tow van, so I think we'd said before we're going to try to make this the company tow van, so we're getting ready to test her out.
How does it feel?
Don't feel too bad. It's pretty stable. You can tell it's back there though.
Right. Here we go. It's happening.
Wish us luck. Keep your fingers crossed. Y'all done anything?
I believe so. Oh, mosquito. I know. I got one
Therefore,
right.
I shan't cross them.
I got one right there on my pinky. And
I'll cross it.
I'll cross my toes or something.
I think it's going to be a fine trip. I think we're going to cruise down there, pick it up, cruise back. I mean, maybe see some cool stuff on the way down. I think it's going to be
Odin's excited.
Yeah. Hey, don't make me whip you on TV now. No. Nah, he's already been in the van once. He jumped in there.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
Quit chewing on your leash.
But I guess the first stop to every road trip, every swim strap road trip, LNS.
Hey, man. Serious, man. Hey.
Vans if I've ever seen one. All right.
Well,
I'm over here.
we had told y'all we were going to pick up something that was kind of, I guess, special. This van right here is a 1976 camper van, and we first saw this van last year at the Congregation down in Charlotte, which that show is coming up. What today? September the 13th,
No, it's October
14th. I know, but today's the September the 14th.
Yeah.
That show for this year, for 2023, is coming up October the 7th. If you've never been to it, you need to go. It is an awesome bike, car, chopper show that Prism Supply puts on. And from what I understand, the building that it's in, right there where their shop is the old factory in Charlotte where they used to build A models, and then it was converted over, I think, from what I understand, to a bomb factory during World War II. And it is a cool ass building. It's got wooden floors, just square chunks of wood in the floor, just a huge building. And when those cars and bikes are in there, it's cool as can be. But anyway, last year Seth and I were lucky enough to have our vans in that show at the congregation, and this van was in there set up, and I met Jake that owns Prism Supply down in Charlotte, and just talked to him about it. We talked about how cool it was, and it's crazy how things work out. We were at the shop. Seth has been talking about wanting a chopper because all his buddies have choppers, and I got thinking I'd sold my bike years ago and didn't really want Seth to get a bike, but once he started talking about it, I was like, you know what, if he gets one, hell, I'll get one. Then we pulled Ivan's bike in. Ivan's got a chopper, and we're working on it. The next day, Jake from Prism Supply contacted us. Said, hey, man, I want y'all to do my van, making 4-wheel drive. And I was like, man, this is crazy. We were just talking about choppers and working on it, and now you call. But anyway, we are getting ready to do a 4-wheel drive conversion on this van for Jake at Prism, and that's for us, that's a big deal. If y'all don't know Prism Supply, y'all check them out. They manufacture and make some awesome stuff for choppers. They build bikes. They're at a cool location down in Charlotte. Cool guys, and for them to contact us and want us to do the conversion on this, it's an honor to us to be able to do that. So what we're going to do to it right now, the van's got a 6-cylinder in it with a 3-speed. And if y'all want to watch it, when Jake got this thing, they flew, I think, to Michigan or Ohio and picked it up, and then went and picked up a bike from a guy and drove it back before he ever even drove the van. So they look up Prism Supply's YouTube channel, and you can see the video of them going and picking this up.
In fact, I'll leave a link below.
Yeah.
And y'all guys can check out that whole video.
It's a cool video of them going and getting the van and going to get that bike, and they stayed outside. It was cold. It was just a cool video, so y'all watch that. But it's a 6-cylinder with a 3-speed, and Jake had it for a while. I think he's been on a couple camping trips, and the motor ran hot and messed the motor up on it. So we are going to take it back to the swim shop. We're going to put a automatic in it. We're going to put a V8 in it. We're going to do a 4-wheel drive conversion on it and document that whole process for you. It's not anything that we're going to do immediately. We've got other projects that we've got to get out of the way, and Jake and I talked about that. Probably late November, December we'll start on it, but we have already started acquiring the parts now because we want to have all the parts ready, so when we pull it in the shop, we can do the conversion and get it all done at once. But this is also something, this is a 1976 model, and as y'all know, the kits that we do are for 83 to 95. So all of you people that have been saying, when are y'all going to do kits for the older vans? When are you going to do kits for the older vans? We may be able to do one off this van. We don't know. Once we get it in there and look at it and see what's involved. So stay tuned. We may start having kits for the older vans. We'll just have to see once we get this one in there and do it. But anyway, y'all check out Prism Supply. Check out the congregation October 7th. If you don't have anything to do, if you've got anything to do, change your plans. Go to it. It's worth going to it itself.
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So,
and I think it's pretty cool right now. You got one tan van pulling another tan van.
yeah. And Jake, hey, let me tell you something, Jake. I'm bumping my van, the 4-wheel drive on my van, to get yours in and get it done. So we're bumping one to do another one. But
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, y'all check out Prison Supply channel. There's a lot of videos about this van, where they use this van, and I'll try to leave some in the description below for y'all. But yeah, y'all go check that out first, and you'll definitely be seeing more of it. But we're gonna get this thing home.
Yeah. All right, we made it back with Jake's van from Prison Supply. Y'all saw us put the hitch and all on the van. I think we told you we had decided to make this probably our new tow van, and we are going to do a 4-wheel drive conversion on this one eventually. But with that being said, this is the first time we've ever towed anything with the van, because we just put the hitch on it, wired the trailer brakes up, and man, could not have asked it to do any better. It's stable on the road, no swaying. We were hitting, I think we got up to 68 miles an hour one time with it. It did just fine. Couldn't do any better with it. It's the little 350 in it does a good job. So we're happy with it. We're gonna stick with this and make it a tow van. So yeah, we're excited to get started on this one. But like I said before, we got other projects we got to finish. We got to finish the 67. We've got to finish the honcho. We got to get Seth's van done this weekend for congregation. So all that stuff will be taken care of before we actually pull this one in. But in the meantime, we will be getting parts ready for this one. So that's it for this one. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. We'll do what we do. Check out our buddies at OK Recycling as always. Check out Renegade Tees, Renegade Supply. This is one of our new shirts they got. You can see that logo on the back of them. Go online and order a shirt. Check out our buddy Matt at Mattco Metals, his YouTube channel, Mattco Mafia. And we told you earlier, check out Prism Supply. They got a great YouTube channel, awesome stuff, awesome guys. And be at the congregation October the 7th.
The tool for the job.
Yeah, wire is not cheap. And we have this lamp wire here. So this is what I'm gonna run back to my brake controller, and I'm just gonna just double up, use these 2 strands here, and that should be enough gauge, according to my calculations.
Yeah.
It'll work just fine. It's called being frugal.
Frugal. Resourceful.
Resourceful, there you go.
What fruit? I thought frugal
Using
meant.
what you got.
No, that's fruitful.
It's one of them words that we don't use a lot. We're doing it now.
Yeah, we're doing it.
So,
All right.
we'll see.